right, and we live here on here too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. Well, look, we got my boy Hot Rod on here while we watching the tournament.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they still get a little bit of Cowboys talk tonight. So first off, we're gonna start. You know what? I didn't let you introduce yourself the last time. So go ahead and introduce yourself and tell everybody how you became a Cowboys fan.
I'm Hot Rod. Man, I've been a Cowboys fan since I was probably about 3 years old. So I've been a Cowboy fan all my life, man. Yeah. You know, and it was so funny is that my parents are both Redskin fans back then. But I was always that defiant one, that rebel. And I remember, man, my mother gave me a Redskin sweater. Sent me to school. I didn't come back with it. Said I'm a Cowboys fan. And that's it, man. I mean, so I go way back, man, to Dorset, Robin Newhouse, man. You know, Billy Joe Dupree. I'll go back to the 70s. You know.
Okay.
Rather start back. So I'm way back then. So I go way back when talking about the Cowboys. Always been a diehard fan. So
okay. All right. So look, so let me see if you know my mother's cousin played for the Cowboys. His name is Jethro Pugh in the 70s. You remember him?
Jethro,
he played with Pugh. He played with Harvey Martin and he was on the Doomsday defense. Yeah, he was a defensive tackle.
Okay.
Yep. So look, that's how I became a Cowboys fan.
Randy.
So he was right there before Randy White. Randy White basically took his.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you snuck one in on me on that
one. All right. So first thing we're gonna talk about tonight is since we got a new acquisition with Stephon Gilmore. Do you think that Stephon Gilmore and Trevon Diggs are the best cornerback tandem in the league now? Remember, we got the Miami Dolphins. They just got Jalen Ramsey.
I'm gonna say no, but they're
okay. Okay.
And this is going to shock you. The reason why I'm going to say no is because Diggs don't tackle, man. I like Diggs.
You're right. You're right about that.
Diggs don't hit, man.
That's true.
If Diggs would come up and tackle and force that edge on running plays and even, you know, but I think anything up in the air, the ball in the air, Diggs is my man. But doing something in front of him and like, okay, come make a tackle.
And it's crazy though, because he has the size too, right?
He's a big corner.
Right.
He's a big corner, but he don't like to get physical. And he'll come up and run. He just don't like to tackle.
Right.
So
do you think that has anything to do with because he started out as a wide receiver? That might be it.
But he had to play corner at some point going up. You know what I mean? I don't think he was always a wide out. You know, back in the day when we was little kids in high school, we played both ways. So
that's true. That's very true.
Played both ways. You know, he went to Alabama and played corner, but for 2-3 years at Alabama, so you had to hit for Bama. So somehow along the way, when he got to us, you know, he started to shy away, man. So that makes me, and you know, they're gonna use that against him when it comes to, you know, that contract he won too.
Right.
They're gonna use that against him. You know, I know I would. I would say, hey, look, man, these are the tackles you done missed and all the ones you done played Matador and Olade and all that, man. So you already trying to negotiate for the Cowboys, man.
Hey, so let me say what's up to some of the people that came on. Keith, Mr. Fax, I see you. Cowboys Nation. Javier, hey, if you want to jump on here, send me your email address. I'll send you a shot. Tim, what's up? Come on here, man. Talking about he remembered Jethro. He still has his football.
Come on in. Join in.
Come on in. Hey, Al Cross, and he said, cornerback ain't trained to tackle. They're trained to cover.
Lord.
Nah, some of them do.
Lord.
And then we got Keith, Mr. Fact, said Diggs and Brown led the league in least passing yards allowed before Brown got hurt. That's true. Very true. Very true. This year he did. He gave up a.
Brown was a decent corner.
Mm-hmm.
Thing about AB, he has no ball skills. Zero.
Right. He won't turn his head around, right?
He won't turn his head. If he would turn his head around half the time, he would get about 10 picks a season.
Yep. Because he's
thing.
Always in position.
Always in position. I say he leads the league in being in position and not making a play on the ball.
So look, I got a good one here. Al Crossan said, "How are we going to stop the run?" You know, we were talking about that the other day about getting some big boys in offensive line and defensive line.
We need big boys in the middle. We need big boys in the middle.
Hey, well, all right. So we'll talk about that once we get. I see you, Olivia. Anthony, coach of the game. All right, so we're gonna have to get him in here too. I forgot about him. All right, yeah. All right, so we already agree, but we do agree that it was an upgrade to get Gilmore, though.
Absolutely.
Right.
Experienced corner, man. He got some medals on the wall, man. So experienced corner, man. Locked down.
Right.
He can play off, can play man. He's physical. Play against the run. He's smart.
Right.
He's smart. And he can cover any type of receiver. The little quick ones, the big receivers, the ones with speed. He's smart. So, and he can play either side. So I like Gilmore. Gilmore has been one of my favorite corners for a while, man. You know, I'm big on corners. I like to follow pretty much all of them and see how they're doing. But I like Gilmore. And
look, that man was the defensive player of the year too.
Absolutely.
What was that? 3 years, 4 years ago? Right.
Look, he had his hands on the ball a few times last year when we played against him with the Colts too.
Huh?
Yeah.
What'd you say it again?
He had his hand on the ball a couple of times against us last year. I was like, Dak, that's the Gilmore over there, man. And what? He grabbed one too. And he took one. So
Yep. But we did drop that 54 on him, so I ain't mind that.
Yeah,
he can get one.
But we dropped that 54, but the defense did that, man. That defense went crazy in that fourth quarter, man. So that's what I'm gonna realize, man. We got a lot of points because our defense last year. They was some games but I think we had like 5 turnovers in the fourth quarter. Something like that, 4 or 5. So
because we scored like 30. We scored 30 something. Was that it just in the fourth or?
Look, I'm a defensive guy. Give my defense some credit. They was. It wasn't all on the old man. The defense was getting turnovers, man. So
man.
But the Gilmore and Diggs, I like it. And then I like with Bland, you can interchange because Bland's the same way. You can play in the slot. Bland can play outside, so they can match up, man. And the sleeper, I keep telling everybody, sleeper is McQuamu.
That
boy bad. That boy bad. Because we play him as safety, but you got to remember, he was a corner in college, South Carolina.
Right.
And he a big corner. He's like 6'4".
Yeah.
So he's physical.
Who was his corner? The other corner at South Carolina.
The boy that went to Carolina. He was like number 6. He went right before.
Yes. It wasn't J.C. Jackson, was it?
J.C. No, not J.C. Jackson.
No, Horn.
Yeah, J.C. Horn.
Right. Yep. You're right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
He was the corner opposite J.C. Horn. Yes, sir.
And he said, and when he came out, he said, "I'm the better one." He said
exactly. So he was swag, man. He could ball, man. And you gotta think, man. You gotta think what he did in the playoffs last year. He was balling. When he got in, he was balling.
Yep.
Yeah, he was balling, man. So I mean,
so that secondary should be good then. We should be good in that secondary.
We are deep.
Right.
Deep. I think they grooming McQuamu to take Kurt's spot. That's what I'm thinking.
So you think they're gonna move him to safety? You want him at safety?
Yeah, I think what they're planning on doing is because I think whenever Curse was out when he was hurt, Kwame took his spot, was in the game and filled that spot and didn't miss a beat. Didn't miss a beat.
Good. Yeah. Now the only thing he probably can't do like Curse is to line up the defense because Curse gets everybody
right.
Yeah, he gets everybody ready.
Yeah, he's not as thick and as heavy as Curse as far as force of run, but his cover skills. Man, he can cover anybody. He covered tight ends, wide outs because he got wheels, he got speed, good hands, play the run. Not as good against the run as Curse, but I think that's why they're trying to, they bringing him along slowly. I think that's their plan for him. But he can line up and play corner at any time. I mean, that's the natural thing. So and that's what happened. Yeah. We began to get a deficit at corner in the playoffs, and everybody's getting hurt and everything. He was out there, man. And he was rolling. So
no problem. Happy. Look, Keith, Mr. Facts. You keep on spitting facts, Mr. Facts. He said JC Horn still hasn't lived up to the hype, though.
He's right.
He really hasn't.
He's been. I think he was hurt like half the season last year too with Carolina. So.
So think about it. So the corners that we wanted in the draft, I think, were Horn and the one that went to Denver.
Man, he's a dog. The one in Denver's a dog. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Surtain. Pat Surtain.
Right.
Jr.
Pat Surtain. Right.
He's a dog. He's a dog. He's one of the top corners in the league right now.
But now that you look back, we got Micah Parsons, so we good.
Yeah. And we got Bland a dog, man. Bland a dog. So he's expendable, man. And I don't know about what's the name coming back either in the slot. I don't know if he can come and get a spot.
Oh, you mean Jordan Lewis? Right.
Bland balling, man.
Now, so if they don't bring him back, does he have any dead cap money? Because you know I hate that.
Yeah. So they may bring him back.
That.
Yeah, but
he
ain't take a Bland spot. Like Bland had like 6 picks, man.
Yeah.
I went back and looked at all the games, man, from the previous, this past season. When Bland got in the game, man, balling. Especially when Jordan Lewis went out, man, Bland jumping stuff, man, covering. He a hitter. So we good in the secondary.
Right. And he looked like he belonged too. Right?
He was a fifth, sixth rounder.
Yep.
They messed up. They missed him. Somebody missed him.
Yep. Yeah. Because So when they drafted him, I just started looking at his film from him, and I was like, because I didn't know anything about him, but when I saw his film, I'm like, wait, why was this dude drafted this late? And I was like, all right, I'm not gonna get too hyped. And then when he got in the games, he just. Every time he got in, he did something.
Every time he did something.
Yeah.
Every time. So he good now. He ain't got his feet wet now, man. So he good. Let's roll with him, man. Let's roll with him. Youth movement, baby. Let's roll.
All right. So we're gonna hit on the 2 topics that our boy LeVar brought up, but
okay, what do you got?
He didn't come in here, so we'll get him the next time. But we're gonna talk about it since we were already ready for it.
Okay.
Let's go to Tony Pollard since we just signed him.
Right.
We're assuming that he'll be fully healthy, right?
Yes.
Can he handle the load of being the primary back?
I think so. I mean, TP, 20 touches a game, 20 touches.
Right.
But combination running and passing, I think we're good. I think we should do not quite a committee, but we'll run 3 backs. We'll draft him. Hopefully, someone with a little more meat potatoes with him, man. We're gonna need someone for the short yardage. So I think we get now. Unless that boy from Texas, if he fall at 26, Bijan. Yeah, now, I mean, TP.
So look. So if they were to get Bijan, right?
Get him.
That would see the only thing about that
TP got one season in the out. This TP last season you get Bijan. It is.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Okay. All right. I like that.
TP is franchise. And I think they're not going to work on that contract until to see how the draft fall. If Bijan fall to him, TP out of there, man. Out of this franchise. One year out. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I hate to do it because I want an O-line. I want an O-lineman, but he's the only one. Bijan's the only one. If he's there, you got to take him. That's a
I love it. Hey, so what I would love for them to do is make sure that offensive line is set before the draft. Like get everything set before the draft.
Correct.
That way you could just pick the best player available.
I agree.
You don't have to reach on anybody or take anybody.
I agree.
Because like you said yesterday, those tight ends, you hate to take one in the first round, but
yeah, we need a left guard, man. We need to solidify. And I don't know the guys. I heard them. I was watching. Not hanging with the boys. The break, and they was talking about one of them guys that a guard that he was like on a practice squad, and they supposed to be grooming him, getting him ready. I don't know who this dude is, man. So we need a dog at left guard. We need somebody who going. I mean, someone that's going around, man, and just pancaking dudes. Someone that could be an anchor, because let's say we just McGovern. For McGovern to be a big guy, he wasn't. He was a finesse player,
right?
He was finesse. So he was always getting. I mean, I was seeing when McGovern, when he was pulling, he wasn't going to take nobody head off. He just kind of just mirroring somebody. I'm like, dude, do 340, right? Put him in the dirt,
Right.
So that's what I like about Tyler Smith. He putting people in the dirt,
right? So you sound like you definitely want Osiris Torrance.
Absolutely. He putting you in the dirt. He power driving. He coming off the top rope, man. He WWE and everybody. Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
That's
hey, Adam, I'm gonna have to get you on here too, man. Yeah, we gonna have to get you on here, man. I'm laughing because I can see the comments on the side. So yeah, they giving us a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, that's
government's replacement. He said, "I'm glad he's gone."
TP 20 to 25 touches a game, which I think he can handle that.
25 might be pushing it.
Touches, not just runs, but touches.
Right. I got you.
Some screens. But remember, what was the game when Zeke was out for the whole game and TP went off? What was the game? He had like 3 touchdowns.
I think that was the Chicago game.
And what he had about he like 25, 26 touches that game and went
right. Yeah,
he was tired of his own or what?
Because he said a little slogan before, like something about "I'm a harlot" or something.
Yeah. So I think, like I said, maybe 20. And what's the other boy? He's nice too. The backer, the third string running back. The boy from he went to Florida, right? It was in Miami. The third string running back.
You mean the running back, Malik Davis?
Malik Davis, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Malik Davis is nice.
Yeah.
So he's a little smaller. So I think we get more of a bruiser. We draft a bruiser unless it's Bijan. Because he can do it all. But if we can't get Bijan, then wait till like 3rd, 4th round, get us a bruiser with some wheels. And we'll be good.
Right.
We'll be good.
Right. Yeah. Somebody said I'm so over Zeke. All right, so hey Leo, what if because I keep seeing all of the Eagles guys that keep getting cut, the Eagles are bringing them back after they cut them. So what would you think about if Zeke took a pay cut and decided to come back?
No. Zeke can't outrun me, man. You know that, man. Don't get me wrong. I love Zeke.
That's it, Tim. He said you call it, I'll haul it. Yep, that's what he said.
Yeah,
what'd you say about Zeke?
I love Zeke. I love everything he's done for us, but he just no, because I mean he's not gonna play special teams, and the way our team is structured, that third running back got to play special teams.
That's true.
So I can't, and for the money. So Zeke isn't going to come back for the league minimum. He's not going to come and play for $800,000.
He just might. He just might. Listen.
If Zeke take 800,000, bring him back. Absolutely. Not for $4 or $5 million.
Right.
You could get 3 running backs for $4 or $5 million. You and I both know that. Come on, man.
Right. Well, they said that he's made the most money since 2016. He's made the most money of any running back, including McCaffrey and all of them. Yeah. So he might, because he's already paid.
So if Zeke can come back for that league minimum, definitely bring him back. Bring him back. But not for $4 or $5 million. No, sir.
Right.
No, sir.
So we got one that says, so Adam says he likes Jahmyr Gibbs. We talked about him yesterday. They got the one from Alabama. He's built more like Tony Pollard. Yeah. Kind of like Tony Pollard. So he would definitely be a replacement for Pollard if they were to draft him.
Right.
And Keith makes a good point that he's only 26 or 27. Zeke, because we think of him as being old now, right? But he's still only 26, 27.
He's a lot of miles on. He put a lot of miles on ties, baby.
He does. So he said he would be his Jerome Bettis, strictly red zone type. And see, that's what. So Tim says Zeke is already guaranteed that $6 million, so he might come back for a vet minimum. You shaking your head? Why? Because of the dead cap money?
Wait a minute. He had all this. Zeke doesn't have any more dead cap money, does he? I thought all the guaranteed money was.
No. He gets $6 million this year. Okay. He gets $6 million. So the same way Amari Cooper last year, we still paid him $6.8 million.
Gotcha.
And the same way we still paid over $6 million to Jalen Smith last year.
Right.
That's why I don't understand them cutting these players so early, and then you still owe them dead cap money, and they playing somewhere else.
Some guys you gotta get them. You just gotta get them off the team, though. You know.
Okay.
I hate to shade the subject, but Jalen Smith he had that one.
No, you good.
Had a good season, man. But Jalen was horrible, man. I always say Jalen Smith led the league in tackling people 9 yards downfield.
And then get up and celebrate.
He did something. And get up and celebrate. Man, when you celebrate, they got 9 yards on the play, and you celebrate.
Right. It's 2nd and 1. Okay. Adam said he's more like Alvin Kamara. See, you got all this insight. Come on here, boy.
Yeah. Speaking of Kamara, they say he may not play next season. He has some trouble.
Yeah.
Kamara has some trouble. Yeah. Right. So that's why I said Saints picked up running back for I think Lions running back just went to the Saints. Hey.
What up, brother?
We talking about your topics. So good, you jumped on in here. Yeah.
Hey, man, you doing homework and everything, man. Take a break, man.
Yeah, hey, I'm done, bro. I had to finish up my essay, man, as far as my top 5 sports broadcasters and everything of all time. So,
that's what's up.
Yeah, man. But I had to put my boy Stu Scott number 1, man. That was my dude.
Yeah, that was the man.
Yeah,
Tar Heel.
Cool as the other side of the pillow.
That's right. Tar Heel.
Yes, sir.
Oh man.
Everybody good tonight.
Yes, sir. We talking about Tony Pollard. Can he handle the load? Your the floor is yours because that's your topic.
It's iffy, man, with me because I want to say yeah, but I think he can. But on the other hand, man, it's like what would he be sacrificing? You know what I mean? Take for instance Chris Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Because his body wasn't made to be that jackhammer, but that's what they made him to be.
He was slender. Yeah,
exactly. And he had some great years, but imagine if he wasn't that sledgehammer. How much longer he would have lasted. So it's like it's pros and cons with me. It's like, yeah, we can get what we can get out of him right now. But I feel like if we're gonna use him as that jackhammer, like he would digress faster than Zeke did to me.
Right.
So, how many touches do you think he should get a game?
Between the tackles, I say no more than 10.
That's like total for the game.
Total for the game. To be effective for me to give Dak that help, especially if we don't get that help on the edges, he's going to have to touch that ball at least 20 times.
There you go.
And what I mean, like 10 between the tackles, between the tackles, stretch plays and shit like that. But like, be creative, man. Them little pop screens, and I really think the Cowboys really need to implement the screen more.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
We agree.
They got too many. They got some good gadget players there with Pollard, and especially Turpin. Like my thing is that Turpin could have brought our team a lot further than what we would have went if we had implemented him more in the schemes and stuff. You know what I mean?
Don't get me started on Kellen Moore, man. Don't get me started on Kellen Moore.
It's weird to me, man, because I'm thinking back to when we had dude that we had got from the Rams.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God, what was his name, man? But y'all know who I'm talking about.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
It's weird. It's weird how they would use him like that, almost in a way where they knew that they were gonna give it to him. But then you got Kellen Moore, and I give it to Kellen Moore. Be having some slick stuff, but it's like he's so inconsistent with it. You know what I'm saying? He'll give you 1 or 2 series, or maybe even a half of great play calling, and then he seems like he just fall into scared mode. Like you like with Dak, man. I know. I mean, I've had my moments where I've cussed Dak out. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is that, like I said in the chat the other day, you can't look at a damn cheetah and call him a zebra.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He is what he is.
Adam said you're talking about Tavon Austin.
Tavon Austin. That's who it is. Yeah, Tavon Austin. Now, you damn near knew every time he going to get the ball. As soon as he went into motion and ran full speed, you knew he won't get the ball.
Right.
And it's like you could implement them plays where he was basically, to me, over the hill, where you got this fresh dude that don't nobody really know, or whatever. He really got known, preseason because of punt return. But just imagine if we had implemented him and used him like we did Tavon Austin. Him on Pollard. You know what I'm saying? The same way that they use Zeke and Pollard in the backfield at the same time, have Turpin back there. Yeah. Man, you know, man, that would be a matchup nightmare because he's going to have to either have a safety or a linebacker on him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because if Dak is reading it right, if they do want to act like they want to pull a cornerback up in the box, you can go ahead, you can hand it off to Pollard, where he's good enough to get them yards between the tackles.
So
that's true.
You're so true.
So you sound like you describing what we had with Lucky Whitehead.
Absolutely.
Lucky Whitehead?
Exactly.
Look, man, I was so frustrated with Kellen Moore for exactly what you're saying. I look at Andy Reid.
Right.
Kansas City traded for Kadarius Toney from the Giants.
Right.
And within the next week, Andy Reid got plays for him, man.
Right.
Get him in the ball in space and let him work. And it paid dividends, man. So that was something I was always really disappointed with Kellen Moore, was that he couldn't do that. He couldn't use his players at his strength. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You know, you have no business you have no business trying to make Dak sit in the pocket like Tom Brady.
Correct.
Where this dude, when he improvises, he's the most dangerous. Where he has to improvise, you know what I mean? It's like, man, it's just like a job, man. Like if you had a job you know what I'm saying, when you got a supervisor always, a good supervisor always says when I gotta do things to make my team make me look good.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You know, you got supervisors be like, okay, you know, the great ones that I came across, like I had a real good one at Lockheed Martin. Like he always tell us, hey, when y'all do good, y'all get the praise. When y'all mess up, I'll take the blame.
Right.
And it seemed like to me, like Kellen Moore was just so scared of being creative, because Jerry and Steven and man, they really need to fall back. They've been hurting us for years, because as soon as something goes on, here come Jerry with that trench coat, walk on side of the field, and everybody shook and everything, man. And it's like he needs to stop, you know. But the thing about it is, man, is like you have to go. You have to. And that's why I got so much respect for Reed and Mahomes, because they don't mind messing up. The only way that you can get over the top, man, you got to take the risks, man. You got to.
Right.
And Mahomes and Reed, even Burrow out there in Cincinnati, man. Like you get all them young quarterbacks, man, that's been putting them teams on the back and take them far. They're not scared,
right,
to go that extra mile, even if they know if they mess up, fans and people be like, "Oh man, what the hell is he thinking?" You know what I'm saying? It's like, but once we get that mentality of stop playing scared ball and start opening up that playbook, because we got the personnel. We've had the personnel for decades, man.
We definitely have. Hey, we got somebody talking about what you talking about. So Keith says Dez was a punt return, kick returner, but was too valuable. Jerry said, hell nah.
Right.
But see, Dez was more sturdy though, so I can't compare.
Yeah, Dez was a big boy, man.
He was bigger.
And Dez was like 225, 230 playing receiver.
And then Adam brings up a good point too. He says Kellen Moore wasn't trying to really see us succeed. He wanted to be the head coach.
You know what? Whoever said that, I agree with him 1,000%. Let me tell you something.
So you think Kellen Moore trying to sabotage like Jason Garrett did?
Like Jason Garrett was doing, yeah.
Hey, bro, I was just about to say that. Let's go back to 2007.
Right.
When Jerry Jones started paying Jason Garrett
more than
the biggest contract. Now he's assistant now, but he's making more money than head coaches.
Yep.
And we got Wade Phillips. Now, all you heard was Jerry Jones talking about we have the greatest offensive mind in the NFL right now.
Right.
Now all of a sudden we go from a 13-3 team to the following year where we barely winning games. And that gives Jerry the opportunity to fire Wade Phillips. Why? Because he was doing all this talking about how great Jason Garrett. Like I said the last podcast on Mailman, he's a narcissist. He got to be right. He got to be right. And how would that make Jerry look if he had fired Wade Phillips, bringing Garrett, and Garrett had took us to a Super Bowl after he had bragged about him being the greatest mind in the NFL? How would that make Jerry look? Just like the greatest owner ever.
So here we go. I'm gonna go back, man, 25, 30 years, man, about all of this, man. And I'm sure y'all both agree with me. Under Garrett, our offense was so predictable. Garrett ran the same plays North Turner was called.
Exactly.
Did we look at the formation as fans and we know what play was about to get run?
Yep.
Especially that
Eagles game. The defense knew. You know what I mean? I was like, man, too predictable.
Especially that Eagles game. They knew. They knew it was crazy, man, because it was almost like they did to us what we did to them when they got DeMarco Murray. Mm-hmm. And they knew every time they went in the gun with DeMarco Murray in the backfield, they was gonna run them. They knew it, and they did the flip on us.
Yep.
Right.
And it's crazy, man, because you knew every damn time. especially when we had that. Oh my God! Before we got Amari, and we had Allen Hurns, and what we were supposed to do the wide receiver by committee. But every time you turn around, they're doing hard slants.
But think about it.
Like, man, I don't think, man, that stretch. I don't think we had a play over 20 yards in the air.
But think about it. So then we had a certain type of plays for Romo.
Right.
Romo got hurt. Remember, we had Scott Linehan.
Okay.
So Scott Linehan designed the offense around Dak.
Exactly.
Dak was doing more bootlegs, waggles, read options, and everything. They got rid of Scott Linehan.
Right.
Brought in Kellen Moore. What did Kellen Moore do? He back to the same. He called plays like Romo, the quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now it's like, and they're two different style quarterbacks. You got to cater your offense to the strength of your team.
Everything was ass backwards, man. Like, it was, man, I'm telling you, man. And I really feel like the game was being called that way because they was afraid of what Jerry was going to say. Because you know what I'm saying? Because the first thing Jerry's always talk about, like Dak, how Dak has evolved into this pocket passer, and that he's the all-around quarterback now. And then you notice the RPOs disappeared.
Yep.
The screens disappeared. The quarterback draws disappeared. All of a sudden, it was the three-step drop back or whatever.
4 or 5 wideouts.
Exactly. And it was like we was looking stupid.
Yep.
Right.
Mad stupid. Like, you're trying to turn this dude. Like, first of all, we getting way more than we thought we were going to get out of Dak anyway for being a 4th rounder. And we're just supposed to have been a project for real.
Yep.
When you think
about it. He's supposed to be the third. He was supposed to be the third string.
Kellen Moore was our second string.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that was scary. Then that's scary.
Look, we got 2 comments back to back. Garrett is the worst coach in NFL history. Back only, right? Amen. And then the next comment says Garrett was the worst coach in Cowboys history.
Correct.
That's crazy. That's funny.
Let me tell you something right now, man. I thought there was one Cowboy. It was 2 Cowboy players, man, that I absolutely hate. And I'm gonna tell y'all for real.
Let's go.
Drew Henson. Remember we had Drew Henson. He was supposed to be highlight. He supposed to be the savior from Troy Aikman,
right?
Because he played for the Yankees, and he swore to God that he was the next era. I hated him. He was garbage. And that cornerback we had Mario Edwards, absolute garbage.
Oh, you went back.
Yeah,
Mario Edwards. Man, I'm gonna tell you. Every time I think about that dude, I think about when we played Miami. And that tight, what was that big receiver that Miami? Chambers. Remember they had Chambers? Number 84.
84.
And he was talking about how he was going to cook, Mario Edwards because his technique was the worst he ever seen.
I don't even remember that, but I remember Mario Edwards.
Oh yeah, and we were, and I forgot who our defensive coordinator was, but this fool want to put Edwards on an island with this dude. And he got cooked the whole game. I was like, man, like if this dude don't come up missing, man, I can't watch football no more.
He went to like Florida State, I think, right?
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Mario Edwards,
yes, indeed.
The who I hated the most for the Cowboys was Isaac Holt. Remember him?
Oh man.
Michael Irvin and them used to call him. Michael Irvin,
you can't talk bad about him, man.
They used to call him Toast because he was always getting burnt.
He was always getting burnt.
Yeah, they said call him. No lie.
Hold on. Isaac Holt made some good plays for us.
Man, Michael Irvin, 30, right? Harping on him used to call him Toast.
Hey,
he was always
bro. Hey, you know what, man? Now that you bring that up, man, I remember that now, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? What? Man, I'm glad you brought that up. That's the first time we started going to 2 high safety.
Yep.
We had to
because of him.
Hope was right. I remember that dude, man. I might have to put him up there with no, I can't put him.
Then we end up drafting what's the boy, the young boy.
You talking about Kevin Smith?
Kevin Smith,
right?
And Isaac Holt was gone.
We got Kevin Smith and Larry Brown.
Larry Brown, I was about to say.
But think about it. Isaac Holt came in that trade, right, for Herschel Walker. Right? He came. I
I
think he
believe
came
he
from.
did. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he came from Minnesota.
Okay,
so it was kind of like we just kind of used him because he just
We
came
did.
with the pass. Yeah,
We did. It was him and the running back Darren Nelson.
right.
That we
matter of
got.
fact, because he was getting the year when who was that? I think when somebody beat us to go to the Super Bowl, and I think it was 49ers, and Hope kept going out Hope, and then the next year we drafted Kevin Smith, and Smith just locked all that down.
95. That was that 95 year.
Yep.
That was that 95 year. Yep.
Which one? Which one was the 95 year?
Now, Isaac Hope, we didn't win the Super Bowl with Isaac Hope.
No. That was the year.
Nah, that was before. So that would have been probably.
I think San Francisco won the 95 Super Bowl.
Yeah, but Isaac Hope came probably in like 91. Because it was whenever we traded for Herschel Walker.
No, you know what?
Because we ended up getting Kevin Smith and Larry Brown.
The year, you're right. Because that's when we couldn't get past the Detroit Lions.
Right.
Remember, first we couldn't beat Barry Sanders for nothing in the wild card. Mm-hmm. And then we finally got past them, and then San Francisco was our nemesis.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Who was that? The 49ers went the year before we went back to back. They went the year after our back to back.
That was Washington, I think.
Washington
won. Because Washington won in 91.
We won 90. Well, we won 92, 93.
Right. And Washington won in 91. Because
they won in 91. Right.
Everybody was picking on.
In 90.
Hey, bro, man, I'm telling you, like it's like
I'm gonna post some Isaac Holt highlights just because of y'all, man. For the next 5 days, I'm posting all Isaac Holt highlights.
And they put 3 of them.
Hey, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to find.
No, if y'all forgetting, he had punt blocks. He had all kinds of stuff, man. Nah,
he was
all right.
Special teamer.
Wait.
He was CJ Goodwin, huh?
Hey,
just don't put in that corner.
Adam said he was a bum.
Yeah, he was.
Hey, tell Adams he ain't lying. Hey,
and Keith said, "What do y'all think about us bringing Van Der Esch back?" Hey, Adam said he was even a special teams bum.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all going in on Isaac Holt, man.
But
y'all ain't right, man.
No, man, you the only one that like Isaac Holt.
Hey, look,
bro, let me tell
I like all those dudes. I like all those dudes that came from Minnesota because they all represented that dynasty and that trade for Herschel Walker.
That's true. Yeah. That's true, man.
That's why I look at all of them.
You know, you gotta be bad when you bad on special teams, bro. You gotta be bad.
Next 5 days, people gonna be like, "Why he keep posting stuff about Isaac Holt?"
Hey, look, if you find some good shit, man, I'll be like, "This must be in the Hall of Fame."
I'm gonna get it. Starting tomorrow morning, it's gonna be Isaac Holt for like 5 straight days.
But real
Isaac Holt couldn't get a job filling up soda machines after we cut him.
Hey, hold on for a second though. So Keith, in my opinion, the Van Der Esch signing for me, I like it because he's familiar with everybody. He's familiar with the defense, and he only cost us $5 million. Well, actually, they said it's $4 million. Right. After I looked at it, it's $4 million, but he has some bonuses that can get him up to $5.5 million. So that wasn't a bad deal for 2 years.
It wasn't a bad deal, and for he didn't get the type of offers he thought he was going to get a free agency because a lot of teams just want to stay away from him.
They're scared.
Right.
But I agree. I do agree with that. I agree to a certain extent. I think to me it will only be a great signing if he's not dependent on to be that anchor.
Right.
Him being a teacher to the younger guys like the Clark and the Cox and stuff like that, perfect. But for him to be that hammer that he was like when Smith was there, if that's what we depended on, then to me that's like even at $5 million is too much.
I'm gonna need Clark.
Okay.
And Cox. I'm gonna need Clark and Cox to step up this upcoming season, especially with Cox.
I see Clark. I see Clark bringing it this year for real.
Yeah, I want to see.
Me too.
I'm a Jabril Cox fan. He's the
one I'm iffy on. Cox.
He's a linebacker that can cover. He had wheels prior to his knee, so hopefully, it take a minute for that knee to get right.
Yeah,
right.
I'm hoping that he'll be more than just a special teamer, man, because he got ball skills. He can play.
The dude got skills, but what they need to. I hope that they let him loose.
I agree.
Let him loose.
Yep. Right.
Look, I got one on my side. Tim says Hope made some plays though. See, y'all going in on that man. Wait till I post all these highlights. I'm a non-stop post highlights.
Hey, mailman.
Don't tag me when you post.
If you can find enough, when we come back on this podcast, I will apologize to you, brother.
All right. Tuesday.
Bro, right now, I'm standing on solid.
I'm standing on
that solid rock and said that he was a bum.
Hey Phil, don't be posting out of his high school highlights, man.
Yeah.
No,
and I don't want to see no Isaac Hope Sr. either.
Especially him when he was at Tennessee Valley State Community College highlights.
All right. So y'all think our linebackers right now are LVE, Pollard, and Jabril Cox, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So we got a question on: do you think we should get Bobby Wagner, or do you think we good at linebacker?
Bobby would solidify.
I don't think we're gonna get Wagner only because we resigned LVE.
Right.
I think if we would have let LVE walk, bring Bob.
Right.
Okay.
But I think what everybody is hoping is that Bobby will come at the price.
Right.
Yeah.
But why would he do that though?
Right. Only thing I can see.
Why would he take?
If nobody signs Bobby, I think he gonna take his pick and he gonna see who's gonna pick and choose who getting most likely get him a chip and ring.
Right. Right. That's where he's at right now. I believe that he's gonna look at what teams that can actually be closer to a chip than
If he can't get the money, then he's gonna chase a ring.
Yeah, right now, we is not in the sweepstakes for chasing no ring right now. I mean, that's
wait, hold on. Why not? We just lost Brady and possibly Aaron Rodgers out of the NFC. They both gone. Who do we have
but guess what? Man? I mean, we can go to the NFC Championship and win it, but we still gotta face one of them boys, man, in the AFC. Right. Kansas City or Buffalo. We still got a Mahomes or whatever. My thing is this: if we could get somebody like a D-Hop, or we could draft get a nice young Jim out of the draft where he could produce like we thought Jalen Tolbert was going to do. If we could get somebody that can give, like I said in the podcast the other day, we replaced Amari with CD. But we never replaced CD position with nobody.
Right.
So once we solidify that number 2, where we're not so predictable and always going to either that little tight end hook route or depending on CD, then I would be more confident saying that we could make some noise. But until then,
our offense is so predictable. We already knew.
And then with Balls Hogg at the helm, I don't know what, because his clock management is god awful. Ray Charles can manage the clock better than he can.
Yeah, that's surprising. That's surprising that he was that bad.
Think about how predictable our offense is. Michael Gallup got 3 routes. He runs a hook, a slant, or he's just running a straight 9.
And you know what's crazy about that? What's crazy about him running a straight 9 route? You would think, man, it's like, why would you implement that in? I mean, it's just crazy. Why would you drop a play for that, knowing the injury he just came back off of?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That injury, although he may look pretty good, but that injury is still significant for a 9 route, man.
Okay, so I went back and looked at the old games, some of the old games, do you know Dak threw 3 picks, throwing the gallop, running the same hook route,
same hook route, right?
Yep. And each time the corner just jumped it. They never. You about to run the hook, and I'm gonna jump it. It's 3rd and 7.
I think you talking about the game I went to out there in Landover. One of those games when he ran that same pattern back to back.
Because you remember the first time they missed the pick.
Right. They missed it.
The second time
they ran the same route.
The same route.
The same route. And he picked it off.
But think about it. That's also one. What's the name pick? Gilmore picked it.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Then somebody else picked it. The 49ers picked it in the playoffs.
Right.
Hey,
the same play.
Hey. So wait, we got an argument in the chat. Somebody said I don't think CD's a number 1, and then another one said Then he said CD definitely is a number 1.
I wasn't sure initially, but towards the second half of the season, CD a dog.
Yeah,
I put it to you like this: I was doubting that he was a number 1 because of his size.
Right.
Because of his size, I felt like that. Because of his size, he was gonna get beat up.
Right.
But he handled that like a G, for real.
I was happy.
They getting you coach of the game. Everybody's saying he's a number 1 now, man. You outnumbered.
I was happy that Kellen Moore and maybe McCarthy had some input on, so found a way to use CD, move him in the slot, and let him work.
Right. But see, that's the problem I have, man. The same way that they was doing that for him, because if you notice, they were kind of like running the same routes that they had Amari running when he was there.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Diggs and all that. But why not implement that with Turpin and Pollard? Why not? When you got young legs, and then we talking about young legs that's never been injured. Young fresh legs. That's the problem I have.
Turpin,
you got the personnel.
I'm gonna give him the ball and let him work.
Exactly.
Little bubble screens, whatever.
Exactly.
And if he gets hurt, he just gets hurt, right?
Right. I mean, that's part of the game.
Okay.
Part of the game.
All right.
I mean, hey.
All right, so he came back and he said, I say that because he drops too many easy catches.
CD?
Did he have a lot of drops in the second half?
CD had some.
In the beginning of the year,
I put it like this. I don't
think 3-4 games,
but the ones that he dropped was significant.
Yeah.
So it was some drops he had that it were walk-in touchdowns.
In the beginning of the season, like the first half of the season.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Once he got cooking.
But
the second half
they started talking about that whole Odell and all that stuff. And CD went crazy then.
I agree. I think that lit a light on this fire, man.
He was like, oh yeah. He was like, you know what? They're trying to get me out of here. I need to let them know I'm still here.
He went
off
as soon as they talk about that Odell stuff.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
That joke's on. I'm not taking the back seat no more, man.
I mean, from like right before Thanksgiving, he went off.
Right.
So Adam, he said he wants us to get D-Hop or Hyatt. I said something about Hyatt yesterday.
Which one is Hyatt?
Hyatt is the one is the guy from Tennessee.
Yeah.
The wide receiver from Tennessee.
Big boy.
Yeah.
Hey.
But you won't be able to do D-Hop and Hyatt probably because you got to give up a second round pick for D-Hop, right?
If I can get D-Hop, I'm getting D-Hop.
Yeah, that's the thing. And the thing about that is that, in my opinion, I'm going for the sure thing. I'm going for what D-Hop resume is already there.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
how old is he?
Huh?
How old is D-Hop? Is he like 30, 31?
He may be 30. But you know what? The thing about with the age thing, that don't even bother me no more, all because of the Randy Moss thing. Because when Randy Moss was with the Raiders, they called him old and washed up. When that joker felt like he could taste that championship with New England, his legs was just as fresh as it was his rookie year.
Well, that's
so even with age, if you got that motivation or you got that, oh man, I'm on a team where we can make some noise. Oh man, Father Time is out there. Ain't no such thing as Father Time no more.
What I like most about D-Hop is, and y'all know some of these receivers, the ball got to be perfect for them to catch.
Yep.
D-Hop, it don't matter where is that? He gonna go get it. It don't matter how high, how low, how on them. He's gonna tap. He's gonna get the ball.
We were talking about that yesterday, Phil. Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah,
see, y'all keep on selling me on D-Hop. So let me be honest with you. I was looking at when they said a second round pick, because you got to give up a second round pick for D-Hop, right? I'm thinking, all right, why not just take somebody like Hyatt in the second round? That way you got him on a rookie deal for 4 years.
You talking about my bad. I was lost. You talking about the receiver type?
Well, you know what? Well, you know what?
Right?
Because think about it. You if you pay D-Hop $20 million, remember you still got to pay CD.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, see, that all comes in where are we looking to win right now?
Bingo.
Right.
Or are we building to? If we looking to build and get that roster solidified, right?
Yep.
The hell with D-Hop.
If we
that's
going
what,
for it,
that's what my boy Page said yesterday.
If we going for it, then get Wagner, get D-Hop,
okay,
and give me a hog in the front on offense and defense, a left guard and a big D tackle,
right?
And let's ball.
If we talking about Super Bowl, we got to go all in. We got to get that right mixture of veterans that's hungry, not just because like how the Skins did that year when they got Bruce Smith and Mark Brunell, a bunch of names, but they all was taking Geritol and had walkers. I'm talking about veterans that still want to prove that they can play. This is the year to go all out to get them.
Yeah.
If you're okay with, hey, let's take 1 or 2 more years and solidify the roster. Grab the boy from Tennessee, get a bull in the 3rd or 4th round, a bull on the offense and the defense for the defensive tackle and a guard, and go ahead and lock in. And while they there, you still got Martin and Tyron Smith to teach them guys, them younger guys.
Right.
And you got Hankins, and you got people like Gilmore that knows the system that could teach that young DT to groom them. This is why I've always said I had a problem with Jerry Jones, because he always wait too long to bring in guys to be successors.
Right. Adam said if we gonna go for it, let's get D-Hop and OBJ.
Absolutely.
hey, if we can, let's do it.
Okay. All right.
If we can, let's do it.
But think about it. This team, we only got maybe another 1 or 2 years, and you got to blow it all up.
You got to blow it up. I mean, I'm talking about Dak. I'm talking about Dak gone.
Yeah,
you still got to sign Parsons.
Yeah, I mean, you got to blow it up in 2 years. Tank gonna be gone. The guys will be too old then.
Right. And the guys that's going to take over, they're going to want money.
Exactly.
Parsons. Hey, Diggs ain't gonna always be Diggs.
Exactly.
Right. You know,
we got
it's like that.
2 years.
It's this man. It's like he waits too long.
Yep.
To find successors.
Right.
To the position, he wait till they damn near dead to find a replacement. Like we should have been found a left tackle to take over for
absolutely
for Tyron Smith. We should have been did that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And the crazy part about it is you would have thought they would have learned from how Travis Frederick had to leave us early.
We got facts right here. 156 targets, 4 drops for CD. So he only had 4 drops.
4 drops. See what I'm saying?
He said Jamar Chase had more with 7. And he missed games.
CD was balling, man.
Right.
But the CD was balling. But my thing with CD was it was the ones that he dropped. They were significant.
They were significant.
Right.
I agree.
Right.
I agree.
They were significant.
Because he dropped one, like you say, it was a touchdown.
It's like
It was
the
a
Tony
walk-in
Romo
touchdown.
thing.
He dropped it.
It's like the Tony Romo thing. Tony Romo had the greatest fourth quarter ratio in NFL history at one time.
Mm-hmm.
But the interceptions that he threw caused us the game.
Right.
He sticks his in.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like people's like, how the hell is he the best quarterback in the fourth quarter? But then every time when the fourth quarter comes, we look. He throws a pick where he locked the game. We done it and done it over with. You know what I mean?
I hate to skip the subject, but since you brought him up, and I'm not going against him. I'm a Cowboys fan for life.
Right.
But Romo used to confuse me sometimes or make me mad. Now he had those great fourth quarter stats, right?
Right.
But why were you always behind in the fourth quarter?
Exactly.
Hey, that's an awesome question. But guess what? But you have to think about it too. Romo really never had Romo didn't even have a top 15 defense.
True.
Nah. He had that year
I agree.
in 2007. They had 12 Pro Bowlers.
2000
the year Parcells was the coach.
But you gotta think about it, man. That 2007 year, he bowled.
Right.
But but like I said, he was sabotaged. You think about that damn 2007. Let's go back to that wild card game against the Giants. Now,
right,
even Antonio Pierce.
That was divisional.
Even Antonio Pierce was like, why the hell would they stop running the ball and throw on us when our strength is pass rush?
Right.
Because when you think about it, they were the only ones that could give the Patriots hell because of the pass rush.
But hey, that game right there went on Patrick Creighton.
Exactly. But when you look at it,
Creighton dropped a touchdown.
like I knew it. I knew at the end of the game that last play to Terry Glenn. Terry Glenn was the one that dropped the ball in the end zone.
Yeah. But no. That one got picked off, right?
Yeah, that did get picked off because he had to throw in the double cover.
He threw one right in the breadbasket, and he had nothing but green in front of him.
But check this out. Marion Barber, if you go back and you look at the stats, Marion Barber, I think either had 100 yards or almost had 100 yards the first half.
Right.
So why would you
run? I got you.
Exactly. But they went away from because Jerry wanted Garrett to show his quote unquote offensive genius.
Right.
So we done had questionable play caller for a long ass time.
Oh, a long time.
That's what Tim said. His OC was Jason Garrett.
Exactly.
That says it all.
Yeah.
We run the ball down their throat. But we go away from the run and start throwing them on everywhere.
Right. So all right, so let's go back to what we were talking about, the linebackers, right?
Right.
We need to make sure we got the linebacker court set up because how many times do you think Micah Parsons is going to be lined up at defensive end?
That was my question in the Whistle card.
I would like to keep moving Micah around. I don't want him full-time DN because that wears him out.
That was my question. How many snaps do you think that he would be effective as far as without wear and tear? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't just make him a DN and have him going against them top tackles and guards in the league and think that he's still going to be that fast, athletic player.
I would only use him at DN. I would personally only put him a DN on known pass downs.
Third down.
Third and long.
Yeah, exactly.
Third and further. Then other than that, I'm moving around. You playing linebacker. I'm still gonna blitz him. I'm still gonna send him, but just line him up at DN only on third and long.
Yep. Right. And it got to be at least third and 8, third and 10, and up.
Yeah.
And up. Yeah.
And up.
Because you can see, man, he was weighing out towards the end of the season, man. He was being...
Right.
He was beat up, man. You know.
Look, I thought he was worn out in
even
that
the
San Francisco game too.
He was getting tired.
Oh,
right. I thought he was worn out in the San Francisco game until he lifted up McGlinchey with one arm.
Shit, what was the game that? What was the game? He was so tired that he told them they need to call time out.
Yeah.
He told him like, hey, look, and it worked because the next play they got a sack or something.
The next play, he needed that second win.
Yeah.
That's the thing, man. Like, we got to preserve him because we depend on him too much. Yeah. He's too good of a player just to make him one-dimensional.
Yeah, right. But I think the rookie past season, I think he's gonna have a good season. He's gonna get it better. I hope we bring Dante Fowler back.
Because he was nice on the edge. Yeah, he was nice. Yeah. He was nice on the edge. But yeah, I really think that Clark is gonna be that one. Clark is gonna be that one.
I like
Clark is gonna be that one. He's gonna be that one that's gonna be able to let Parsons roam the way that we need him to roam.
I would love to see Clark and Parsons both just stand up on each side of the center in the A gap.
Oh my God!
But don't forget the Sam Williams.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sam Williams. I think he will have a good season.
Hey, that's crazy because guess what? We talking about Clark, but Sam Williams was a dog on that line.
He's a dog.
Yeah,
he's a dog.
Yeah,
we got all types of pieces, man, where we don't have to make Michael Parsons every down.
Exactly.
Right. Well, we can get creative. We can get creative like the Giants used to do with LT.
Exactly, but you know what? And that's I think Quinn learned a lot this year.
Right.
About Parsons. I think that he knew what we had in Parsons, but thinking that you know what you got and then seeing what you got is two different things. Right. I think by the time the season was over, he's like, okay, there's some stuff I can do with this dude.
Yeah.
Right.
And especially with everybody comparing him to LT, he's going to have an impact like LT.
Right.
He's going to have an impact. And we got the pieces around him to let him be that.
Right, but we just got to bring them from different places, not just line them up at defensive end.
Exactly.
I got you.
Micah started drawing so much attention, especially with the first few games, he was getting all them sacks. Then you saw they saw the line that tied in on the side.
Yep. There you go, started chipping him and shit. Yeah, man. Right.
He was getting beat up. Getting beat up.
Now
I guess they might have to go back into the films and check and see how, because he's not that much smaller than like Derek Thomas. You got Von Miller.
Yeah,
that's who he reminds me of, Derek Thomas.
Right, but they rush the passer just about every play.
Oh Derek but Derek Thomas was an every down. He was a linebacker in that 3-4.
Yeah,
Derek Thomas, Von Miller, they were just natural. They had that bend.
Right? Oh, like you're saying,
so low.
Right.
They get so low. It was hard to put your hands on him.
And right.
Micah isn't made like that. He's just I'm an out athlete.
Right. Exactly. Just like old boy, what's it called? Robert Quinn the same way.
Quinn, yeah.
Robert Quinn got that bend, man. It's like it's hard to get your hands on him because he's so agile.
Right.
That was crazy. Like when we lost him, you seen how production on the defensive line went down.
Yeah. Randy Gregory had that bend.
Yep.
Randy Gregory had that bend.
Yeah, Randy Gregory, right.
And
Micah just like Micah just like I run the 4-3. I'm just going to outrun you. You know what I mean?
Right. and D Ware.
Oh, D Ware had a heck of a bend.
Yep.
Yeah. Them dudes, some of them guys, man, they just a rubber band, man. The way they,
Yeah.
That's not Micah. So, I don't want to see him really get bigger, and lose his speed.
Right.
I think
but also think about this. He might not have all that technique down because he's not really used to rushing the passer like that. He's just naturally doing this.
Yeah, he's native. He's just so natural. He was a linebacker.
He just used her
in high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
In high school, he was a running back. He played corner. He played all over. He played a little bit of corner, played a little bit of linebacker, in high school. So linebacker in college, so he never played DN until he got to the pro.
Right.
He really don't have the technique. He just, just natural. I'm an athlete.
So just imagine him being that good, and then he learned some pass rushing moves.
Yeah.
Right.
Like just imagine DeMarcus Ware coming in camp this year.
You know he is.
Coming to camp. He needs to be at DeMarcus Ware house right now.
Exactly. You ain't lying.
Yeah.
He needs to start taking yoga. All
Staying
that
in the guest room. Yeah.
Hey, look, he too worried about recruiting right now.
Right.
But
He need to get up there and be in DeMarcus Ware guest room right now. Waking up with him, hey man.
But man, I love Parsons, man, because he wants to win.
Right.
He wants to win. And he feels like recruiting is the way to get there. Man, I'm like, that dude, man, like you talk, if every player was a dog like him on that team, we would be hell.
Yeah.
We would be hell, man.
So let me say this though. The way he's recruiting, and he wants Dallas to go and get this person and go get that person.
Get everybody.
He better remember this when it's time for us to sign him.
Right.
He better take a little discount so that we can afford other people around him, right?
Hey,
remember this.
But you know what? You know what he's hoping though?
What's that?
He's hoping that we can have a ring by then.
True. Yeah, but what I'm saying is all these players always want this person and that person, this person, including us fans. We all want the Cowboys or whatever team to go get this person, that person. But you got to remember, it's a salary cap.
Right.
Can't afford everybody.
So put on your manager's hat for a minute, all right?
Okay.
Your GM hat.
All right.
A pass rusher, a DN, gets paid more than a linebacker.
Yep.
Right.
So if you a GM, you like, hey, look, defense coordinator, hey, Quinn, play that boy a linebacker.
A linebacker, right.
He's a linebacker.
Yep.
Yeah, we can rush with DN from time to time, but he's a linebacker.
That's right.
I need him to be playing linebacker 75% of these snaps.
Right.
When it's time for that contract, I don't want him saying, hey, I'm a DN.
Right.
Look at Graham, the tight end, years ago.
Oh yeah, from the Saints, and
And they kept putting him at receiver.
Yeah,
and he was like, "Pay me like a receiver."
Pay me as a receiver. Yeah,
you're right, bro. Because guess what? It's the title is everything.
Title is everything.
The title is everything.
Yeah.
Like so, I agree with you 1,000%. Line your ass. Hey, when they ask you what you play, you a linebacker.
A linebacker. Yep.
And I'm just letting
remember
you.
Dexter Coakley. Oh yeah, I remember Dexter Coakley. Yeah. Now somebody said, "Do you remember Dexter Coakley?"
Oh yeah, he was a beast.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Now that linebacker core with him and Dak Gwynn, that was nasty.
The little guys,
that was nasty, man.
And they played. Was Leroy Glover on that team too?
Leroy Glover was the detail. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what they kind of remind me of that New Orleans defense when
That's willing on him.
Exactly, man. Like that linebacker core was nasty, man.
That was Ricky Jackson too, right?
That's a Ricky Jackson, Sam Mills. What was that? Pax Willen.
Yeah. Saints always had a nice defense, man.
And who was the fourth one? Oh, Vaughn Johnson.
Vaughn Johnson.
Yeah.
But you notice, man, them championship teams had them linebackers.
Yeah.
You go back to the Giants when they had that run with Pepper Johnson and
Harry Carson
and LT
and
Paul Banks.
And
stuff. You know what I mean? Even the Skins with Wilbur Marshall and all the boys, but they had them linebackers. Even with San Fran with Charles Haley.
Yeah.
And man, they went and they grabbed Ken Norton from. Yeah. It's like it's always that linebacker.
But we stole Charles Haley from them. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But we had to, because we were like, hey, guess what? He was the old school Michael Parsons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Should we put him on that line? Nah, dude, you gonna have to come the way you be coming up to. Nah, he ain't no linebacker no more.
Hey, look, you might have just brought up something right there. Maybe that's what we can do. Because he had a position in San Francisco that they called the elephant position.
Right.
That's what they called it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you said, man, titles mean everything now.
Huh?
Titles mean everything.
Titles, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Titles mean everything. The end salary demands more than what you bring what a linebacker is. That's $6-7 million extra for a DN.
It's called them glorified positions.
Hey, he's gonna break the bank regardless.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna break the bank.
Yeah.
I mean, and we're gonna have to pay him. We got to.
Right.
Man,
right.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. That's a generational talent, man.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but
that's
what I'm saying, so the reason why I bring that up is because everybody keeps saying sign this person, sign that person, sign this person. But you got to remember that in the next 3 years, we got CeeDee Lamb, but before CeeDee, we got Diggs first because he was a second-round pick.
Right.
Then you got the next year CeeDee Lamb.
Right.
And then the next year Micah.
Diggs and CeeDee was in the came out the same draft, right?
Right, but so Diggs was a second-round pick, so he only has a 4-year contract.
Right.
He has a 5-year contract. Yeah, because he was a first rounder.
But man, you know that situation, man, is rough, man. Because, hey, man, we can hoop and holler all we want that we want this one day. Shoot, man. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that want Beyonce, but you ain't getting her. you ain't getting her. I mean, it sounds good,
right?
I mean, but it's impossible because of the cap.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's impossible.
But look, man, I see how the way some of these other teams doing them and signing all these players, man. So I mean, it can be done.
Right.
But you know why though?
Next year.
but you know why? The reason why it can be done because they were smart enough to get them quarterbacks at rookie deals.
Yes.
Where they could take that money, spread it around, and by the time it's time to pay that quarterback, the rest of the team is already solid.
Yep. Yeah. And already paid.
There you go.
Honestly, and I know some people will give me hell about this, but I'm gonna say it. I think 2024 is Dak's last season with us.
I don't think so now because they restructured the contract.
I think when that guarantee money's up, I think Dak is done. I don't think we'll be able to pull 40 after that.
You know what? I can agree with that, depending on what we got going on in the draft in the upcoming years.
We're gonna draft high on the quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. If we see something in the draft, then I can agree with that wholeheartedly because
I can see us spending a second or third round on a QB this draft. It would definitely be a high draft pick for a quarterback next year.
Right.
I just don't.
All right, so now I wouldn't draft a quarterback that high right now because you still got him under contract.
Right.
So what's the point?
I would get one in the third. I would draft one in the third this year.
I wouldn't even mess with a quarterback.
You know what?
Honestly,
my opinion, man. This year, I'm going straight defense and offensive line.
I agree, man. That I agree. Absolutely.
I'm going straight defense, offensive line.
That's
now,
the game.
I'm all for that.
That's the game.
2024, I would definitely start to look at, hey, what we got as quarterback. What can we groom while we still got Dak under contract? What can we groom and get him ready? But man, like this upcoming draft, I mean, every fucking pick better be a big boy.
Who gonna be our backup quarterback this year?
Right. Because nobody signed Cooper Rush yet, right?
No.
Hey, Cooper
be our backup. They're gonna sign.
He might end up in San Diego.
They're gonna let him go and sign him again.
Yep.
Sign him again.
Yep.
I keep hearing
What'd you say?
I keep hearing that they still like Will Greer.
You're right.
Greer was nice though.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't be surprised if Rush went to San Diego.
Exactly.
Right, with Kellen Moore.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
We'll draft the quarterback this year. I mean, it may be a later round, but we'll draft one.
We'll do it because it's Jerry. Yeah. Just the same motherfucker that were trying to sign Manziel, trying to draft him.
Right.
Absolutely, Tim. You already know. I ain't gonna throw it on him yet, though.
But they like.
He said the quarterback talk sounds familiar because I'm always talking about that, keeping a quarterback on a rookie deal.
But I agree. That's what I would do. Every 4 years, I'll draft him.
5 years. Give him 5 years. Yep.
Every 4 years, I'm gonna draft a new quarterback.
I will give them 4 and that 5th of the option.
Right. That's what I said. So you can get one every 5 years.
Right.
In your current quarterback final year.
That is a good timeline to see and know what the hell you got.
Absolutely.
It don't matter if your quarterback is, unless it's Pat Mahomes, because Pat Mahomes, he don't care about the salary cap.
Unless you get somebody like that, I would do the 49ers blueprint every single time.
There you go.
Right.
And the Eagles are doing it now.
Right.
Doing it now.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the San Francisco set themselves up so decent, man, because for them to do what they did, man, and I still get pissed off, man. Like, to get outplayed by Mr. Irrelevant.
Right.
The last the last dude in the draft.
Well, listen, it's not just him though, because think about it. Whether it's Trey Lance, whether it was what's Garoppolo?
Yeah, it's the play call.
It's the team. They got such a stacked team around the quarterback.
Right. And it's the play call.
Shanahan
call it too, because let me tell you, he's got an offensive guru out there where he
think about it. The running plays, but even the passing plays, he designed plays to get his playmakers the ball.
Right.
And dudes, when the quarterback throw it, dudes wide open.
And you also notice that when Purdy was playing, they never called a play where he was still in the pocket.
Yep, exactly.
He always was east and west to see what his window was.
Right.
He didn't stay in that little circle radius like we be having Dak doing.
Thinking.
And then by the time Dak trying to run, they damn near kill him.
And think about it. When have you ever seen Kittle or Debo catching contested catches? They catch it. They wide open move and moving.
So you think it's more? You think it's the scheme?
It's the scheme.
Okay.
It's the scheme.
Right. Well, look, we going West Coast offense this year, so
I can't wait.
Be ready.
Yeah, see what magic Mike got.
and look, and they all working out in the Dak yard together. So we'll see what they got.
Man, yeah. If we go West Coast, man, I think West Coast caters to Dak's skill set.
Right. Me too.
I think he'll be great in the West Coast. Actually,
What shit? The West Coast is built perfectly for Dak.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, damn. I mean, look what he did for Steve Young, because Steve Young was god awful with Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
If 49ers had Dak, 49ers go to the Super Bowl and win it.
Right. That West Coast offense turned Steve Young into a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, it did.
And it didn't hurt to have Jerry Rice and John Taylor.
Well, yeah, that's true too. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. He did the same. I mean, he was still doing shit like when he had Rice and John Taylor.
And John Taylor. And Brent Jones.
And Brent Jones.
And Roger Craig.
Hey,
right.
Let me tell you, if he had messed that up, they would have assassinated him out there.
Right. And what was that fullback name?
Huh?
What was the fullback name? The fullback was
Tom Rathman.
Tom Rathman. Yeah.
Rathman was a beast.
Yeah. And before that, it's funny because before that, Roger Craig was the fullback and Wendell Tyler was the running back. Yeah. Oh yeah, we go all the way back. We go back.
I know they was hurting our Cowboys. That's right.
That's because we so wounded. Because we've been through so many years of being so hurt.
Yeah, when the White Claw caught that pass over Evans and Walls, man, I cried like a baby, man.
Yep. I was hurt. I was hurt. Yeah. Because even after that, I thought they were going to score. Because remember, they threw that pass to Drew Pearson?
Yeah.
And he got it. And today, they would have been in field goal range because he would have got the horse collar call.
Right.
Yeah.
Boy, this a hurtful conversation, boy.
Oh, but after that, it made those 3 Super Bowls in the 90s even better. Because we had to go through what we did.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing it was like, man, like I've always was taught, man, before you can even appreciate the good, you gotta go through that bad, man. You got to. Like, you know what I'm saying? And even as far as going as getting rid of Tom Landry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Something that I know as a Cowboys fan, I thought that the only way that Tom Landry would leave in Dallas was in a box. Straight up. So, and then you go out and you get Jimmy Johnson from Miami. And it just goes to shows that, man, if you get a coach that the players love, they would love to play for you.
Right.
They would love to play for you. They would love to play for you. And they love Jimmy.
Was a hell of a he knew how to pick players,
man. Don't even
he knew what he wanted. He knew how to get players, man, and what's the name, man? Jimmy had he changed the game when he was coaching.
Hey, he changed the draft. Right. Nobody was doing that electronical shit until we did it.
Right. Well, not just that. You got to remember, Jimmy knew most of those players that he brought to the Cowboys. Yeah. He recruited them to come to Miami.
Yep.
So he kind of
he knew how to play.
He knew them Florida boys like Emmett and Michael. Yep. And you know, and whatchamacallit, Jerry, he was such a big fan of Aikman out there in UCLA.
Yep.
So
he recruited Troy Aikman, he said.
Right.
Yeah.
He recruited
right. Jimmy was like the other boy. That was Jimmy boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy boy also was like Russell Maryland was Jimmy boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Walsh was actually Michael Irvin's quarterback.
He sure was. Sure was.
Yeah. And they played against Dion.
Yep.
Yes, they did.
And against Emmett.
Because you look at it, even like when it came down to free agency time, they knew how bad that they knew they were going to do anything to get Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
They knew because they knew what he did in college. Then when he went to Atlanta,
yep.
Oh shit! They knew Atlanta ain't had the money that we had.
Right. Yeah.
Man.
Deion was always ridiculous.
Look, we went back. Back. All right, fellas. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. We've been for almost an hour and a half, man.
Hey man, we lose our mind, man, when we talk about the Cowboys, bro.
Yep. Yeah. So Adam, he was at Oklahoma, but he transferred to UCLA because Oklahoma had him running the option.
Yep, exactly. Adam right on.
Switzer trying to get him to run on wing.
What'd you say?
Barry Switzer trying to get Troy Aikman to run the wing T.
He sure enough was. Yeah.
And they had a nerve to want to celebrate when we won the Super Bowl with Jimmy's team.
Yep.
I don't think he called a play.
Right.
Hey, we enjoyed y'all too, man. Thanks, Tim, Todd, and Adam. Y'all have a good night. And maybe we can get y'all on for Tuesday.
Yeah, no doubt.
Again Tuesday. Or if y'all ever get a topic or something, just let me know, and I'll just put this on up.
That'll work.
That sounds good to me, bro.
All
man,
right.
it was a pleasure as always, bro.
Same here, man.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Nice meeting you, bro. Great talking to you, man.
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
Y'all have a good one.
Y'all have a good one, man. Until Tuesday, man. Y'all be easy.
All right, you too, man.
All right, brother. All right, now, y'all too.
We're gonna check out some of these tournament games.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Later.
Y'all have a good night.
All right, you too.
All right.